Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Join with me are my co-hosts, Jehu.
What's up?
Joseph.
Yellow.
Sans Ian today.
Boo.
I don't know. The guy's, he's flaky. He just doesn't come every week anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, I understand.
Yeah,
but
I get
also,
it.
This is a serious podcast, Ian.
There is a solid 18 people that listen to it.
Absolutely, every week.
It's not our
Some
job to be
weeks.
understanding. It's our job to provide content.
That's true.
We're critical people. So, Joseph, I think you have a few news items for us.
I do. We'll start with the first look at HBO's Watchmen series. We got a pretty lengthy trailer that didn't really tell us very much.
The only Don Johnson's in this.
Yeah, it told us that Don Johnson's still kind of handsome.
Yeah.
As a pudgy old dude, he still is. He's still pretty fuckable.
And what's his scar? Is Ozymandias. That's the only two things.
Yeah, Jeremy
Yeah.
Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah, that's good cast.
So this series, for those who have not been following it, I believe takes place in present day.
I don't know that we know if it's present day.
Okay, well, it's well after the events of the
Yes.
original
Right,
Watchmen series, and from the trailer, it looks like the Rorschach journals have had a cultural impact.
Like the Ted Bundy tapes.
Kind of. and it looks like some kind of secret society of Rorschachs is taking over the world.
I don't know.
A small town, we don't know. There's a lot of question marks.
Yeah, I would be interested because I'm wondering if they're going to use that Rorschach thing to be sort of a tie-in to white nationalism or something like that. Because
It kind of get that impression.
Rorschach always had a sort of right-wing bend.
It was very right-wing.
I mean, I thought this was cool as hell. I wonder if it's going to be a sequel to the movie, if it's going to be a sequel to a comic, if it's going to be vague as to either. The only reason would make me, I would think, knowing Damien Lindelof, it would probably be a sequel to the comic.
Oh no, is Damien Lindelof doing this? I can't even
Damon
remember.
Lindelof is the
Okay, but
showrunner.
have you watched Leftovers?
No, I haven't. I know.
Okay,
I
I'm
know
not
you
going to
said.
listen to you talk any shit till you've watched Leftovers.
That's fair. I've heard a lot of good things about Leftovers.
But
Second season on. I wasn't a fan of the first season, but
see, I think the first season's good too, but definitely the second season's an uptick.
yeah.
Seeing that who he is, I would think it'd be a sequel to the comic, but also they're already doing a sequel to the comic in comic, so I don't know. But I know I liked it. I thought it looked cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I had some reservations about it just because I don't know what it is.
Well, that's the
You
thing.
know,
I'm just interested to see what they decide to do with this universe, especially since, like Kurt said, that they're already doing something in this universe
Right.
that's complete. Unless they're bringing fucking Henry Cavill into this,
Right.
I don't think they're doing the same thing.
Right.
So it's just an interesting. I don't know what the why was for this show. Like, who decided that this was a thing that needed to happen in 2019, but. I'm interested to see what they do with it.
I think the graphic novel could have worked as a show, probably better than it worked as a movie.
I would agree with that totally.
So it's interesting to me they decided to go with sequel instead of just doing that. But
if you think about it, and by the way, just to clarify what I just said, I liked the movie.
I
just
liked the
think
movie
it
a
could
lot
have-
too, yeah.
I think it could have benefited from room to breathe. If you think about the original story, it's like a sequel to a story that never happened.
That's true.
So you could build this like that. And, it could be something that the original Watchmen is a backstory to that you don't actually have to read to understand.
yeah, I mean, what if there's going to be like Silk Spectre 4 or
yeah.
I don't know how long it's been, but I don't know. I'll watch it for
Yeah,
sure.
well, and I mean, that's the thing. HBO is putting their chips on the board because Game of Thrones is about to be over and they have not found a suitable replacement.
Thank God.
I mean,
I don't know. I watched Chernobyl this week, and it's a mini show, but it's damn good.
I'm hearing good things about it. I haven't watched it.
It's real good.
Good to know. Next up, there is some contentious news that was breaking news and now is unbreaking news, and I'm still skeptical it's unbreaking. Michael Rooker, who is famous for being Merle in The Walking Dead and Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy, is reportedly cast in James Gunn's Suicide Squad as King Shark, which would be dope. For those who are unaware, James Gunn really likes to use Michael Rooker in pretty much all of his films.
Yeah.
So it's on brand, but Michael Rooker has apparently since said that that's not true.
He did like an Instagram post about it saying that it wasn't true, but I don't know.
I would be
feel
so
like-
surprised.
I feel like maybe he's not King Shark, but he'll show up in some capacity.
Also, speaking of, is Nathan Fillion in this movie, reportedly, or not yet? I mean, he will be, but has
I don't
anyone
know. I
acknowledged
heard
it?
that, yeah.
Because James Gunn also really likes to work with
That's
Nathan
true.
Fillion.
He's in both Guardians movies.
I think so, as like
aliens.
CGI characters, yeah.
And was he in Slither too?
Oh yeah, he's in Slither.
He's
Yeah.
the guy in Slither.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that movie, but
For those who are unaware, you should watch Slither. It's great.
good.
It's
Also,
gross, but it's
Michael
great.
Rooker.
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes way too much sense.
It does.
for it to not be true.
I mean, look, I feel like if they hadn't already done Killer Croc,
Yeah.
he probably would have been an even better Killer Croc. But
Don't you diss Mr. Echo like that.
Yeah, I will never attempt to say that guy's name. He's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I only call him Mr. Echo.
that's fair. I think that's easy enough.
I'm old school, so I call him Adabisi from Oz.
That's all I had on the Suicide Squad
Yeah.
thing. We're still gonna see.
The
I
that.
mean, I
is-
hope that's true.
The rumor, the cast is set.
Yeah,
Damien Dumblechain or whatever. He was in Ant-Man. He's like the Russian guy. He works for this.
yeah.
He's going to play Polka Dot Man. I guess
That guy's got a weird face.
Yeah. There's I can't remember her name, female playing Ratcatcher. She's like a model. And then I think we talked about John Cena, rumored to play Peacemaker.
Yep.
So, I mean, like the only one left is King Shark from what we understand. Oh, no, the other rumor is Idris Elba's playing Deathstroke.
Really?
Yeah, that he's not playing. We suggested Bronze Tiger, but the rumor is that he's Deathstroking.
I mean, look, I think narratively from the other materials that they've put up, I think Bronze Tiger is more likely.
Yeah.
Just based on like their last animated thing, which they kind of did the same thing with Will Smith before the first Suicide Squad. But that would be fucking dope.
I mean, I feel like even though they say they're done with the Justice League, they've left themselves like room to go back to it if they want to. But if they do that, that pretty much closes that off. They've definitively shown us who Deathstroke is in that. So recasting Deathstroke would be, makes this a new thing, which I'm down with.
I guess the rumor is supposed to involve his daughter, which does make sense. Deathstroke has a daughter. But I would say kind of sad because I was on board with Joe Manganiello as
He was
Deathstroke.
good. And he seems like a cool dude.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I've never seen Joe Manganiello act. So I would be willing to give him. He's obviously got the physicality for it.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to give him a chance just to see what he does.
And then cast Idris Elba in the reboot later.
Yeah,
on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't
Idris
hurt.
Elba will make a great Deathstroke if that is true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he'd also make a dope ass Bronze Tiger. I
Yeah.
think there's room for Idris Elba's great at everything. Except for making a successful movie and becoming a movie star.
I tell you what, though, if you told me, hey, you can either play, which of course nobody's going to offer me Bronze Tiger, but if they said,
Why not, Jehu?
But if they were going to offer me either Bronze Tiger or Deathstroke, it'd be like, one that I'm trained for Kung Fu for months, or the other one that I can put a mask over my head and literally any stuntman
Yeah.
can be underneath. I'll pick the second one, please.
Yeah, that's fair.
Next up, Richard Madden, famous from being Robb Stark on Game of Thrones, and he's in that Bodyguard show that women really like.
I know a lot of people that really like that show.
How many of them are men?
One of them.
Okay. Is reportedly being cast in the new Marvel Eternals movie.
Icarus, I think is the one.
He would have to be Icarus. Icarus
Yeah.
is like the main character.
Joining Angelina Jolie and Kumail Nanjiani, and I feel like someone else that I can't remember.
Yes, you're right, but I don't remember who it
Yeah,
is.
so I mean that's interesting. I know his name was in the lot for Batman casting back in a few weeks ago. So I wonder if Marvel
He would have
just
been
jumped on
a
it.
good young Batman.
Yeah,
Do you know what's crazy, though? That 2019 is a world where playing Icarus in the Eternals movie is a safer bet than being fucking
Yes.
Batman.
absolutely true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could have just been like waiting. Well, let's see how Endgame does. And
Right.
then, $1.3 billion. Like, okay, yeah,
Right.
I'm on. Let's do this.
So it's a weird cast so far. It's kind of an eclectic cast.
It is also not out of the realm. Oddly enough, him and Angelina Jolie are both in like those Disney live action. Weren't they? No, he was in Cinderella.
Yeah, she's in
and
Maleficent.
she's in Maleficent. So, I don't know. Kind of makes sense, I guess.
I don't know. I'm interested to see what else comes out of this because so far it's just been weird
Yeah.
more than anything else.
I like all the people that
Yeah.
are being cast in it.
I like kind of the oddball shots. Give people
Yeah.
their moment to shine.
Right.
Stop giving things to The Rock. We got news that Disney plans after the release of Star Wars Episode 9 to kind of take a break from the main trilogy or the main story, I guess, of Star Wars and what's the plan? Kind of split it in with the Avatar series, which they also own.
So what I saw was they're going to take a 3-year break. 2022 will be the first Star Wars outside of the Skywalker saga, and then it will alternate every year with an Avatar movie. So we're not even going to get Avatar 2 until like 2023, and then every year after that it'll be Star Wars, and then there'll be Avatar, Star Wars, and Avatar, at least till 2027. And that does not sound that appealing.
Are the Avatar movies all filmed at this point?
No.
I'm just wondering how much money has been like just sitting on a shelf somewhere.
Right. My understanding is they did 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah.
They're waiting for that to come out, and then they're going to do 4 and 5.
Fucking wild.
Man, I don't have interest in 5 more movies. In that universe.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have interest in a movie.
100%. Yeah.
Universe, but definitely. And I don't know. I really think Disney is pussed out hard on the fact that, some geeks were mad about The Last Jedi and Solo didn't do that great. They immediately took that as like, okay, yeah, we'll lay off, BS.
It's dumb. We've talked at length why Solo didn't make money. And as mad as people want to be at Last Jedi, I would take 100 Last Jedis than letting D.B. Wise and David Benioff make Star Wars movies.
Sure.
Whatever. You know what they did to Colin Trevorrow and after Jurassic World, and he started talking crazy shit, and they just pulled him. God, I hope Kathleen Kennedy does that to those 2 dudes.
We're gonna fucking find out.
Yeah, that's my fear. Is that's what it is? Whatever their trilogy is, that's what it's going to be.
Fair enough. And the last bit of news we got is the It 2 trailer finally got released. Much awaited. A lot of stars taking over for the young kids in the first one.
Killer cast.
It's got a great cast, and man, how great is Jessica Chastain as the
Old Beverly?
Perfect.
Yeah,
they do like wipe from one to the other, and they look so much alike.
Well, she was like the fan cast since the first one came out.
Well, isn't she who the little girl who played her in the first movie picked her to play her, right?
I think so.
I think they gave everybody a wish in that. And that was one of the wishes that they actually followed through on.
Well, even Finn Wolfhard to Bill Hader makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I really like this trailer. I really like the first It. I know we're not all horror fans here at this table.
In fact, I'm not sure that any of us are horror fans.
I'm not a horror fan, but I do like Stephen King a lot.
Yeah.
It's probably just...
Did you like the first movie?
I love the first movie. Yeah.
What about you?
No, I also like it. It's, again, I don't love horror movies, but I like good movies, and it's a good movie. And it's also, it's about a supernatural drama, but it's also just kind of like that standard, like, growing up kids, coming of age kind of thing. That's just a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, I wonder which, his writing came first, Stand By Me or It? Because I feel like maybe he wrote Stand By Me, and it's like, hey, this would be cool if there was a killer clown.
Absolutely.
They are very similar.
Very similar concepts. Yeah, no, I'm excited about this movie. Excited is probably strong. I will see this movie.
I would go with I'm excited.
I'm going to go excited as well. I liked the first one. I liked the trailer for this one. It's got a creepy old woman. I prefer creepy old women than creepy little girls.
Man, totally on board. Fuck creepy little girl.
Yep.
I'll kick creepy little girl right in the fucking throat.
I don't remember anything else from the trailer except for Bill Hader being really scared by Pennywise doing the up thing.
The main thing I remember, because I watched it with Sarah, is Sarah kept saying, why is this old bitch getting naked?
Yeah, that part was weird.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for the news, yeah?
Yes.
So join us a little bit later this week. We're going to be doing our breakdown of the penultimate episode of Game of Thrones. Whatever the name of it, The Bells, I think is the name of the episode. And then even later, we're going to be doing a review of, first Pokemon movie, or first live-action Pokemon movie we've ever had, I guess, Detective Pikachu, and all that entails.
Because it entails things.
like
9 tails.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. Please rate and subscribe and tell all your friends. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. And on Facebook and Twitter at RealPhonies, and on Instagram at Real_Phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later.
Later.